If I knew anything,
My grandma. Since when?
oh, I see.
No. It's not a thing. Yes. Well, basically, it's like right after she was born. Died in that day. So, yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So, starting here, what's your y-intercept? Gabe, what's y-intercept on the first one? 4. Okay. Slope tells us to do what? Up 1, right 2. Now, based on our symbol, is this dotted or is it solid? Okay. We've got a dotted line. Okay. Izzy, this one, shaded above or below? Good. Now, I saw several of you who were waiting until the end to shade. I would not recommend that. I would graph and shade, then move to the next one, graph and shade. Okay, this one. Nora, what's my y-intercept here? -4. Charlie, what does the slope tell me to do? Up 2 over 3. Okay. Owen, dotted or solid?
Solid.
Good. Abby, are we shading above or below? Good. Okay, shading above the line. So, Owen asked if these lines are supposed to be parallel, and they're not quite parallel. They're close. One of them has a slope of 1/2. One of them has a slope of 2/3. So if they cross, or when they cross, it will be way, way out and up. Okay. Now, let's see. Emily, what shape is this line, or where is it? It's a 3 on the x-axis. Is this, you guys, this line here, horizontal or vertical? Ooh, vertical. Vertical. Vertical's up and down. That's okay. I struggle sometimes with that. Dotted or solid line? Dotted line. Okay. There's our dotted line at 3. We only have right or left. We don't have up or down. So, Adrian, on this one, am I shading right or am I shading left? Very good. So shading left, numbers that are less than 3. So when you do this, then you can see that it's this in here where all three colors are. Yep.
So when I shade everything like
All the way to the left of that. Because negative numbers are still less than 3. Okay.
Merida.
Elijah. Okay, so question. Is 0, 0 a solution? Yes. How about this point right here? I don't know what it is. 4, 5, 4. No. Okay. How about this point right here?
yes.
It's not. Why is it not? There's a dotted line there. Okay, so dotted line, any dotted line is always a no. Okay, how about this one? This is a yes, because it's a solid line. Okay, solid line. All right, flip it over. We're going to do 2 more and we're moving on. And if you are not good at this point, you're going to need to come in for success.
Question.
What?
Are we flipping, like holding this?
I don't care. Do whatever you want.
I like your outfit today, Miss Douglas.
Thanks.
So very snazzy.
Okay, please, graph and shade. Okay, there should be a significant decrease in your talking. Elijah. Yep.
Yes, Mom.
Oh,
Keep on your PS15. Are you sleeping? Yeah.
No.
I said PS15. I'm gonna call you Meredith.
Elijah.
Sorry.
She told you that she does not like that, so stop.
Oh, my bad. I did this though.
Good luck, guys. Good luck with Miss Douglas' class. Am I right, Miss Douglas?
What?
Good luck with your class.
Of course.
Of course.
Sure. Certain people.
A show.
I love Miss Douglas's class.
I know.
Miss Douglas.
Your morning was Douglas' class.
Okay, draw the plus in there first. I know, it's a smart.
Look at this one.
I'm like, gonna give it
It's not pointing at the one. It's this way. No, pointing at the Y. So not when it's eating up, that's pointing. If it's eating the Y.
I think a lot, you see the.
Oh, that's tough.
What's the subtitle?
So you're starting here?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Miss Douglas, you write system of the
Is this an even? Am I gonna mess up having
Okay, this is good. Good job on yourself for my He is solid though. Oh, you got the line underneath. What I think sometimes is, if there's a line, draw the line. So a solid line.
Abby is bullying you, Miss Douglas.
And then, what's the, it's all to you. Oh. Yeah. But shade him first, okay? Before you even go on to the next one.
So. When it goes, would be first year down.
Are you talking about this guy?
Yeah.
Take it. Did I say we were gonna do one more or two more?
I think you said 2 more.
I think I said two more also. We're quite behind the 7th hour, so
That's because you have to be right.
Yeah, it's good.
You just sweat.
okay. Most of you are at the point where we can do this. So this first problem, what's the y-intercept? 1. What does the slope tell us to do? Up 1, right 1. What is this, dotted or solid? Solid. I was telling Cameron, like if you're still struggling with that, if you see the little line under there, you draw the line. If you don't see the line, it's dotted. Shaded above or below? Above. Greater than or shade above. Great day. Okay. This one, Elijah, what's my y-intercept on this one?
Your y-intercept is 1.
Yes, it is.
Good job, Elijah.
Okay. So same y-intercept, that's okay. What does the slope tell me to do on that one? Down 1, right 1. This is a 1. Remember, it's a 1 and over 1. So down 1, right 1. Dotted or solid? Solid. See, if we see the line, it is solid. So. And are we shading above or below the line? Below the line. Okay, so we're over here. Okay, and then talk to me about this last line. What's different about it? It's just a Y, which means it's horizontal at what number? 5. Horizontal at 5. Is it dotted or solid? Dotted line. Okay, are we shading above or below the line? Below the line. Okay, so it's over here in this kind of section up to the 5 line that we are all 3 colors shaded. Okay, there's your solution area. Okay, is this intersection point a solution?
Yes.
Yes. Yep. How about this intersection point? No. Dotted line. There's a dotted line under there. No solution. Okay, last one of these that we are going to do. Let me have you do. Bless you. I think it's probably gonna screw up. All right, it doesn't matter if we just gotta graph it. So let's go 2. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit so you can see that. Okay, I want you to think about the first one. If it's not y equals, you know what you need to do. You need to do.
Minus it.
There we go.
I could really go for a Subaru.
I know where you
Subaru?
I could really go for Pakistan.
I could go for Mindster.
What is your opinion? What do you think of System of a Down? Is your favorite name pet songs? Like Toxicity, Aerials, Wild.
Toxicity.
Do you like that song?
You're being toxic. Because you wrote with
What about Sugar?
Elijah, you're literally 2 seconds away from losing.
Get in the booth.
I feel like alcohol smooth everything out.
Why are you?
I feel like you should be careful about the things that you say.
I'm on a pocket. It's okay.
Beer is an allergy.
About the city.
Hey, I'm Liam. I say what I do.
What about the city or the city?
Yeah, and I just say that comes to
So remember that we always have to keep that.
What about vicinity of the city? The terracotta
Why?
Oh,
I remember how to do this now.
I told him so. I think it was right. She goes, Liam, what are you doing? I'm Liam. I don't know. I'm just here. And then breaks in, Brett had to go. Liam, what are you doing? I said, I'm
Did you like being on?
You were beautiful.
Oh yeah, no.
Yep.
Was Wayne World.
I'm just kind of forced.
You think of banana terracotta? What? Yeah, well, it's called the city. That's it's all in the banana terracotta.
She's gonna send you off. She said she did. You jack.
That's like my favorite thing ever. Elijah
Why
Wagon.
are we? Why we get? How we get to?
Elijah Wagon.
No, just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up.
Jerk chicken, stay away from the This is what my mom said one time.
Oh my god, that is awful.
Jerk chicken. Elijah, you about to
She's gonna have to look at the sheep Texas.
Well, you gotta do it one. Wait, one. Yep. One. Yep. Up one, right one. But it's not good. Oh, so up one. Down one, right one. Yes. I was gonna get your snake. Another line is that up, the dotted line. You should, instead of putting all this shenanigans, you should put in the corner of your board like, no, this way up and
Nope.
this way down.
You gotta do it. You gotta know it.
Wait, so it's down?
It's below.
Okay.
What about Limp Bizkit, Miss Douglas?
Second favorite, Elijah. It's my second favorite. Oh yeah.
I knew.
Okay. Case? Hi. Okay. What are we gonna do with this guy right here? Subtract the x. So we have y less than 2 minus x. Y-intercept is 2. We're going down 1, right 1. Dotted line. Is it shaded above or below?
Below.
Below. Elijah, stop talking, please. Okay, that's done. This guy, what's his y-intercept? -4. Slope tells us to do what? 2 right, 1. Okay, solid line. And it's shaded above the line because it's greater than. So above the line would be over here. And then we've got x is a less than 2. So tell me about that line. What is it, horizontal or vertical? Vertical. And it's dotted. It's an up and down line. So if you don't know, like if you're like, oh, I always say the wrong one, but I know that it goes up and down, that's all that matters, is that you know it goes up and down. Okay. Now, are we shading to the right or to the left? The left. So looking at this, it's this kind of triangle thing in here that we're looking at. There you go. Okay, please put that away. Get out a piece of paper. Actually, nope, I don't think you need a piece of paper. I have a piece of paper.
Are you trying to make us draw something?
Wait, everybody got all of it.
You don't think it's gonna come as a beautiful drawing? You know, knowing art nowadays, this would probably sell for a lot if I tried hard enough. If I could say that this is like forced paper, or this paper came from a rare African elephant or something.
Rare African.
And like the pencil I use for this is from tiger blood.
Elijah, I don't have time for this.
Oh, we should do that together.
Okay, so please.
Why do I always get like?
Okay, so we are going to be combining. We're going to be combining some ideas from way back in chapter 2, where we were writing our own inequalities, with what we're doing now, with the graphing and shading part. So I would like to, up on the top, I want you to write a couple things. So the symbols that we use, what's this guy called? That's a less than. So it's a less than. So, I mean, you should probably know that it's less than. But also when we are writing story problems, you might see the words not more than. Okay? Because if it's not more than, it's less than. Okay? Can you pay attention to what we're doing right now? Okay? This one is greater than. You would see, let's see. Sometimes the words at least. So that's a sneaky one because people see the words at least and they are like, oh, that's less than. It's not. Greater than, at least means that's the smallest number I can spend. You might see the words not less than. This one over here, you might see the words up to, or maybe at most. Yeah.
If we see those words, do we always have to put the line underneath?
That's a great question. I was just going to talk about that. So we have to decide, like, it may or may not have the line. You have to read it and decide, does this mean it can be equal or does it mean it cannot be equal to? Great question. Okay, so we're going to put this puts together. If I hear that ruler again, I will take it away. This puts together what we know about writing equations, about writing in inequalities, and then we're going to talk about graphing them. We're not going to graph the first two. Okay, so we're just going to write these. So this says Katie has $50 in a savings account at the beginning of the summer. She wants to have at least $20 in the account by the end of the summer. She withdraws $2 each week for food, clothes, and movie tickets. I agree with Gabe. I don't know. Is it the 1940s? Perhaps, because she's not doing much with that $2. Okay. So, couple things. Here's the first thing that I need you to say or see. It says she wants to have at least $20. Okay, so $20 is like the total, but she wants to have at least. So you have to ask yourself a couple things. If she wants to have at least $20, is that more than or less than? It's more than. Okay, now in this situation, could she have $20 and be happy? If it's at least 20, for sure. So then it's equal to. So my strategy for you would be in one like this, look for the total. Okay, look for the total and then write the rest of it. It says she has $50 in a savings account. She withdraws $2 each week for food. What would be the equation part of that?
50 minus 2.
Yep, 50 minus 2x. Okay, done. We're not going to do anything else with that. Okay, so number 2, Skateland charges a $50 flat fee for a birthday party rental and $4 for each person. Joanne has no more than $100. So no more than $100. So $100, that's my total. No more than $100. So no more than, is that less than or greater than? Less than. Can she, when you read this, can she spend $100?
No, yeah.
Yeah, she just doesn't have more than, so she can spend 100, so it's equal. Now, $50 for a birthday party and then $4 for each person. What is the equation part of that?
50 minus 4.
Nope. 50 what?
50x minus.
Nope. Okay, so listen. Here's how Skateland works. Skateland says it's gonna cost you $50 to rent our place, and you have to pay $4 a person.
So plus 4.
Plus 4x. There you go. So they're not saying $50 and then we subtract your 4 from it. It's $50 for the rental, and then you pay for $4 for every person beyond that. Okay. Now, here's where we get into stuff that's going to be more like what we're doing. Okay. So there's a couple things I want to say to you. So 2 hints I have for you. First of all, when we were writing the other ones, we did not use X and Y. Some of you used X and Y, which is totally fine. We did not use X and Y, the majority of us. We're going to switch that up here. When we have to graph, we want to use X's and Y's. Okay? It's going to make our life easier if we use X's and Y's. That's the number one thing. Okay? So, I'm going to put that up here first. Name your X and Y. That's going to be our first thing. And our second thing that I need you to know, there's 3 things. I think I said 2. You use each number only once. And then the last thing is 1 inequality per statement. Now, it should be per sentence, but they kind of made their sentences go on a little bit long. Okay, so we have Sarah. Sarah is selling bracelets and earrings to make money for summer vacation. Also, I still think 1940s with Gabe. The bracelets cost $2 and the earrings cost $3, and she needs to make at least $60. Sarah knows she will sell more than 10 bracelets. Write inequalities. Blah, blah, blah. So we've got two things that we're working with here. We're working with bracelets and we're working with earrings. Okay, so one of them has to be our X and one of them has to be our Y. So what do you want X to be? Nope. Bracelets. Okay, and then that means Y would be the earrings. Okay, now once we know that first, that's two sentences there. The bracelets cost $2, the earring costs $3, she needs to make at least 60. I want you to write that as an inequality, please. That's one inequality. Bracelets cost 2, earrings cost 3, she needs to make at least 60. This is a read it and write it thing, like literally what it says you can do. One inequality per statement. Okay, so bracelets cost $2, earrings cost $3. What's the left-hand side of our inequality?
2x or
Yep.
2x plus 3y.
Yep.
Is greater than or equal to 60.
Okay, so we know 60 is in the total spot. So at least $60. McKinley said that's greater than, which is correct. At least 60. Is she going to be happy with 60? Yep, so then we know it's also equal to. Okay, now here's the one. This is where we start going a little bit different. Okay, here's the next one. It says Sarah knows she will sell more than 10 bracelets. And here's what people do that's wrong. They feel like every inequality has to have an X and a Y in it, but it doesn't. We've been graphing ones that are just X or just Y. So that statement, Sarah knows she will sell more than 10 bracelets. So let's first of all write down the 10. That's the total. Okay. It's more than 10. So that's greater than. Is it equal to? No, because it straight up says more than 10. It doesn't say 10 or more. That would be different. 10 or more would be equal to. More than 10 is greater than. Now, what is it that she's selling more than 10? Bracelets. Doesn't say anything about earrings. It's just bracelets, so we write X. And that's okay to have only one X or one Y. If it was an equation, we would be a little bit more concerned, but inequalities, you've been graphing those ones. Okay, so we can have just an X with an inequality or just a Y. Try not to be like, oh, I have to have an X and a Y in both, because you don't. Flip it over. Okay, so Jason, we got Jason here. Buying wings and hot dogs for a party. A package of wings cost $8. Hot dogs cost $5 per pound. He must spend less than $40. So we're talking about wings and hot dogs. So we need to decide first, what's X going to be? Okay, X is wings, which means Y is hot dogs. Okay, so this one is actually 3 sentences for the first inequality. So why don't you take a second and write that inequality for me? Okay, so what do we got for, let's do this. What's up the total? What goes in the total spot? 40. And it says he has to spend less than 40. So that's so easy because it's literally less than. Okay, it's not equal to because it doesn't say up to 40. Okay, it says less than 40. So not $40. Somebody's gonna be upset at him if he spends 40. He could spend $39.99 though, which is goofy. What's the left hand side of this?
8x plus 5y.
Yep, 8x plus 5y. Because wings, which is x, is $8. Hot dogs, which is y, is $5. Okay. Do not lose this, please. We will finish this on Wednesday.